There are so many new real estate companies, and you're probably saying to yourself, why EXP? This is a little video that I made on why EXP. Hey there, this is David Polson with the David Polson Show, coming to you live here. I've been waiting for a while to make this announcement. I needed time to kind of think about this and just, embrace it. So back in January, after many years at KW, I decided to move to EXP. And everyone was shocked because, I've always been very adamant about the wonderful things about Keller Williams, as I was previously about my previous brokerage, Better Homes and Gardens. And I think it's in life, you're always looking to make changes for the better. When I was with Better Homes and Gardens, loved that company. In fact, people were shocked that I left Better Homes and Gardens because I loved it so much. But that was an old type of franchise, and great culture, awesome culture. The owners, you couldn't ask for better owners of a company. Both them were very much into self-development, helping the agents grow personally, in their minds, in their lives. It was more than just real estate, but it was the old model. And the old model is, 6% off the top, and then after that you get your split, wherever that may be. So maybe that split was a 80-20, 70-30, 90-10, but whatever, they're taking that 6% off the top, and every deal that you're doing is based on that split. So it doesn't matter. So I stayed with the company. I loved the company, and I really didn't care about that. There was some turmoil in the company, and kind of things changed. And so I did decide to leave, and I thought for the best thing in the market at the time. And that was Keller Williams, which, again, Keller Williams is incredible because they're all about personal growth and helping the agent and expanding the mind, expanding everything. And I really loved it. There they had a cap. And what that means is after I earned so much money, I paid the company X amount of dollars. So in the case of me, we had to pay up $50,000 in cap money. So you take your split, they get their percentage, I get my percentage, and they count up their percentage until it hits $50,000, and then you go 100%. So no more split. Well, to me, this was a much better system than the old model where every deal, 6% off the top, every deal was my split, no matter what. No cap, nothing. So this was incredible. On top of it, Keller Williams had what they called profit share. And this was even more amazing. They were willing to give the agents a piece of the office, a piece of the profit. And so I had never seen this. The old model, they didn't give you anything. So this was incredible. It encouraged you to bring people into the office, and you got a percentage when that person did well off of their deals. Then you would get a little percentage, as long as the office was profitable. And that's where the problem lay, because a lot of the time, we didn't get very much out of that profit share, but I didn't care because I was coming from the old model where I didn't get anything anyway. So this was incredible. It was incredible that I had a cap, and now I would get 100% of my commission. This was awesome. The culture was great. The learning was great. Just everything. And then some years later, EXP comes along. And I took a year to dissect this model, take a look at this model, because I just didn't believe it, you know? I just didn't believe it. But this model, now they cap at $16,000. At $16,000, going from my $50,000 to my $16,000. Well, this is incredible for me, because right now my son is in college, and that extra $34,000 almost covers his college. Incredible. Now, both Better Homes and Gardens and KW, I also had monthly fees. So I think at Better Homes and Gardens, it was around $125 a month. And at KW, it was almost $300 a month. Here, $80 a month. $80 a month, and it also includes something called KV Core, which is a client relationship management program. All this is incredible to me. Now, it gets better, and this is what blew my mind and why I didn't believe it. And it took me a year of talking to people because I just didn't believe it. They give you stock in the company. You become an owner of the company. Now with Better Homes and Gardens, I never had that opportunity. With Keller Williams, there's a limited opportunity, but not really. With EXP, if I bring someone into the company, I get stock. When I do my first deal, I get stock. You know, there's so many different ways to get stock. Also, when I do a deal, I can opt in to take 5% of my commission and buy stock. They give me a 10% discount. And so this is a great way for me to save money on the side. Just, you know, it goes, and I laugh because I have a little app. I look at my little app all the time, and I just see it grow and grow and grow. And it's a great way on the side to grow some money for myself and our family. So that's exciting to me. The other thing is, you know, I brought in a couple agents with me, and as you do that, what EXP does, so if you're on an 80-20% split, their 20%, they're going to keep 10%. The company does. And then that other 10%, they're going to distribute out to the agents. So I get a little piece of when somebody else does a deal. And this is incredible. It's not based on profit of the office. It's not based on anything. It's an automatic. Incredible. So remember, with Better Homes and Gardens, nothing. With Keller Williams, yes, I got profit share only if the office was profitable. So it was very, very minimal. In fact, in my first 2 months, in my first 2 months, I made more at EXP by getting stocks and the revenue share than I did in my whole 7 years at Keller Williams. Incredible. So I've taken this past 3 months where just coming into April now, and just really assessed, looked at it. Now, the other thing that I really love is how easy it is. You know, when I first heard of EXP, this is before the pandemic, I thought, you know, I like going into the office. I'm an office person. I love seeing people. I love the buzz of an office. I love going in there and working every day. To me, that's exciting. So EXP came along and they're like cloud-based, you know, all this, and they've got their EXP World. So I was like going, you know, I don't want to play video games. I want to work. But I was wrong. And what taught me I was wrong? The pandemic. Remember those first days of the pandemic? We went into total shutdown, and everyone was like going, what do we do now? Well, suddenly everyone jumped on Zoom and they're doing Zoom meetings, and I was like going, wow, this is exciting because I can meet more clients and be at home with my family. It was just eye-opening, incredible. I never even thought along these lines. So it really changed my thought process. And then I started to look at EXP even harder because they had all those other perks, and I can still have an office. I still have an office. But now it's so easy. I was having a couple agents join EXP with me, and they would ask me questions, and I would say, hey, let's go into the EXP World, which is a virtual world, and I think this is the only company that has a virtual world. And you're going to see, I mean, with all this talk of the metaverse and everything like this, this is really the wave of the future, and that's why I like this company, because it's very cutting edge. But we just went into the world. You know, you have a little avatar, you go into the California brokerage room, take a ticket, and suddenly you're sitting down with a broker. This took me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to sit down with a broker. You know, blew my mind. And we asked the questions that we needed to help get them onboarded to EXP, and we left. 10 minutes later, she had another question, so we went back in. Boom, 2 minutes later, I had an answer. Now, in the old days with Bear Homes and Gardens or with Keller Williams, I had to wait for the broker to come in, you know, get their coffee, settle in. Maybe they had tons of other questions and things like that. And maybe at some point of the day, I could get an answer to my question. Sometimes it would take 2 or 3 days versus 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I just, it's so incredible. So easy. Everything has been easy. Incredible and eye-opening, and you know, like I said, I checked the app, stocks are growing. I never had this opportunity before, and so this, you know, this is kind of why I changed, but I've been waiting to make sure I was happy with the change, and I am ecstatic with the change to move to EXP. I'm going to do some more videos like this and just tell you these little nuances and perks to EXP, you know, maybe also what to watch out for. But I consider myself very grateful and very lucky that someone had shown me EXP. I just can't believe it. And you know, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me, ask me questions, be happy to help you at any time. You can call me at 415-735-6188, 415-735-6188. Happy to answer any and all questions. Just an incredible place to be. All right, I just made this to help anyone out there that is on the fence or has questions or things like that. But for me, this has been exciting and awesome. Take care. Live here. Give me a call.